The last time there was an election in Iran, voters turned out and they stayed out. In 2009, supporters of the opposition Green Movement protested against the results of the presidential election. In 2012, that same movement has been silenced. Its leaders, Mir Hossein Mousavi and Mehdi Karoubi, are under house arrest. In recent months, lawyers, filmmakers, journalists, bloggers and political activists have been detained. You wanted a graveyard of silence across the country, the Green Movement says in a statement aimed at Iran's government. So now the people want to demonstrate the results of this graveyard. The opposition has asked the public to stay at home on election day. We've spoken to a handful of people in Tehran and asked them what they will do when the polls open. Like anyone in Iran, they have to word their replies with care. Anahita Hazrati is 24 years old. She works in administration for a private company.
I would definitely take part in this election. This vote is for a group of people who will take decisions on our behalf. So naturally we all want to choose people who think the way we do. I'll try to choose someone who has similar views to me, someone I can agree with. If I can't find the ideal candidate, I'll look for someone who comes close.
For Iran's President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, this election is a real test. He's not on the ballot, but he is in trouble. In 2009, he joined the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei to defeat the opposition. But since then, the two men have fallen out. In their conflict, the Supreme Leader holds all the cards. Every candidate in this parliamentary election has to be approved by a body called the Guardian Council. That's controlled by the Ayatollah. This council has disqualified many of the candidates loyal to the president. Now even Mr. Ahmadinejad's supporters are suggesting that they boycott the election as well. 50-year-old Khoshaluddin Ebrahimi works as a cleaner in Tehran. He's a member of the working class that President Ahmadinejad has always tried to attract.
I will take part. We need to have the right representatives in Parliament who can work for the city. Not voting is not the right way. It's necessary to have a representative in Parliament so that they can do the work of the city.
Iman Pur Yunus, a 30-year-old student, has yet to make up his mind. He has a master's degree and he hopes to become an academic.
I haven't decided yet about the elections because I'm not too familiar with all the candidates. But if I do get to know them, I will definitely vote. My biggest priority is to finish my studies and become a university professor. I'd like the people who enter Parliament to enable me to continue my studies.
A video posted online shows a leaflet written in the northwestern city of Qazvin. No to elections. No to the guardianship of the jurist, it says. The filmmaker briefly holds up the leaflet to the wind. In 2009, the presidential election was defined by the sound of protest. So far, the sound of 2012 is that of a piece of paper in the air. One man in Tehran has decided not to vote in the parliamentary election. Hassan Kazemi is a 28-year-old IT expert.
As far as things stand right now, I've decided not to vote. I'm not familiar with the candidates. I don't know about them. The promises I've heard don't reflect my own views. If I can find someone whose views match mine, then I will vote. My biggest concern in life is a good job and financial security.
No one expects this election to change the course of Iran. Studying the ballots cast won't tell the true story of the country. The election of 2009 was measured by how many people went to protest. The vote of 2012 may be measured by how many choose to stay at home.